Welcome to a special legislative chamber chat. Today we'll be hearing from our two mayoral candidates, Steve Gitling and Mike Monahan. And you will see their names on the ballot on April 4th. As my good friend Jim Smith says, a good citizen is an informed citizen.
Absolutely.
Always good to know.
Good.
Okay, so tell me, right now you're currently serving as our mayor, and
I am.
If reelected, this will be your second term.
That's correct.
What is your vision for the community and moving forward?
Well, Tracy, my vision, as it was 2 years ago, really hasn't changed much. I would like to be a part of creating a community that is vibrant, that has a quality of life and an economic development mechanism that not only attracts people, but keeps individuals here, keeps our kids here, and if they do happen to leave and go someplace else, they want to come back. That's what I would like to see. Quality of life, economic growth with our economic development, and just a vibrancy in our community.
So what opportunities do you see our community having in the next decade?
Oh my gosh, I mean, we have got opportunities that just abound. First of all, our geographic location is a huge opportunity with I-35 right here, railroad tracks on the other side. We've got a magnificent airport that is an attractor. Okay. We have got such a great historic foundation to build on. It's magnificent. We have got such family-focused opportunities here in the various activities that we are sponsoring, whether it's 89ers, whether it's the Guthrie Arts Walk, of course the Territorial Christmas, the Pollard. We have just got lots of things like that, Red Brick Nights, just all kinds of family-focused activities that are right here in Bluegrass.
You can't forget that. That's a big one.
Forget the Bluegrass. Yeah. So we've got that. We have got magnificent museums in our community. You know, the Scottish Rite Temple Museum is magnificent. Yes, the Carnegie Library, the Territorial Museum, All Sports Museum, Owens Arts Museum. I mean, just it goes on and on. And all of that is right here. All of those are opportunities that we have to build on, and just it's an amazing place.
It is. You listed just about everything we have, right?
Well,
that was good.
No,
you didn't.
Start.
You're right. You're right. We're scratching the surface.
But it was a good start.
That's good.
Yeah.
So what would your plan be to capitalize on those opportunities?
Well, of course, marketing. As it pertains to all the things that we already do, we need to continue to market. I would love to turn 10,000 people into being marketers for Guthrie, America. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, we sell ourselves, but obviously continuing to do more marketing, continuing to do some our economic development focus and our quality of life focus. We've done a number of things already, but continuing down that same path, we have some really nice opportunities there.
What constraints or hurdles do you see that could thwart any of those opportunities?
Of course, the first opportunity always is it's all about money. I mean, it is. How do you figure out how to get the resources, the dollar and cent resources, to move these things along? I think the other challenge that we have is communication. Just as you identified early on, how do we inform everybody about what our vision is? How do we inform individuals, have dialogue with individuals about what those opportunities are, and what are the steps to get there? So that's, the communication aspect is always it's an opportunity to work on, and I would like to do that, continue to do that.
What other challenges do you see that we're facing?
We continue to have some infrastructure challenges. We need to continue to replace our water systems, our sewer systems. We need to continue to do road surfacing, and we've made a number of steps in the 2 years that I've been in the mayor position. We, the council, and the city government have made some significant changes there and improvements there. We've got in line a wastewater treatment plant. We just, we approved a number of things in fire and safety with a fire truck and a number of police vehicles. We have just approved resurfacing about 4 miles of streets in our community.
That's great.
And a number of things like that. But those infrastructure issues are still there, and we need to deal with them. We have some challenges with 2 different age groups, I think. Opportunities. We have an elderly part of our population that is getting more elderly, and when I go around and talk to individuals around our community about what kinds of things we need, youth is always identified. So we need to figure out what we can do to enhance opportunities for our youth, the things for them to do, nights, weekends, jobs. So those are some of the opportunities that we face.
Okay. What opportunities do you see on the horizon then?
For instance, as it pertains to youth, we, as you know, we are searching for a location for a sports complex, and that is clearly in our vision. Clearly, things that we want to accomplish. We have already added basketball courts, tennis courts, of course, disc golf.
Yes.
Opportunities for youth as well as others, not just youth. We have made some improvements to the Highland Hall building for our adults. We are looking at what ways can we improve our transportation system in our community. The First Capital Trolley does a great job. We want to continue to see it grow and provide more services to those people that maybe don't have a vehicle or can't afford other types of transportation. So we've already made those kinds of movements. Those are clearly targets that we've got out there that I think will put us in a better place down the road.
Do you have any specific plans to address any of those challenges?
We need to continue to work with all of the social services in our community to focus on what youth needs, as well as where there are gaps with our elderly population. We need to continue to, we've made a great stride with our education system with the passing of the latest bond issue, and that will continue to grow. I believe that's a positive step that we are taking as a community. I mentioned the infrastructure. We have also are significantly developing a 80-acre area east of Guthrie, east of I-35, to be a possibly industrial park. We're looking at that. That is really, really good. Waters are always an issue. The City Council has just recently funded a third water source, a low water dam on the Cottonwood, that hopefully will not only help us in the future ensure that we have plenty of water for our community, but also assist in this challenge that we sometimes have when the lakes turn over and we get some discoloration and some taste in our water. So we will continue to work on our infrastructure. That's a commitment that we made as a city council, as a city government, when the citizens passed the sales tax. That is a commitment that we made, and that will continue to be a high priority for us to fulfill those needs. Parks. Parks are something that is a particular part of my heart. Parks and bike paths and walking paths. We will continue to expand those parks, enhance those parks. We have a splash pad that's in the works, and we've got a number of grants that we are putting together for bike paths throughout our community.
Oh, that's great.
So those are some of the things that that are on the horizon, that are on our target list, and my target list, and I think we will see them happen.
What qualities do you think make you a great leader?
High integrity. I feel like I have high integrity of doing the right thing, even when nobody's looking. They say.
I tell my
and
kids
I've been blessed with so many great opportunities of being in leadership roles in my civilian job. I was a CEO of a large organization for 20 years. Of course, in Guthrie, I've been embedded in Guthrie with being in leadership roles for things like 89ers, the United Way of Logan County. I'm presently the board chair of the hospital, and of course president of Lions Club. So I've been blessed with those kinds of opportunities. I think my abilities to communicate, primarily listen, but also to communicate my vision is also a significant trait. But I would say my high integrity, high energy, and a significant focus on doing the right thing.
Accomplishments require collaboration. How do you work well with others to find common ground?
Listening is huge. I search for a way that we can have a win-win. I think collaborations are absolutely imperative. Building that trust relationship, which means empathetic listening, understanding where you're coming from, and then trying to search for where can we meet, where can we work together, because that is such a crucial thing. But I would say listening skills, being able to communicate what my vision is or my thought is, and then figuring out where we can go together in that partnership.
What 3 things would you list as wins for our community?
In my mind, a win is our people, is the people of our community. I mean, we've got solid, salt of the earth people that are willing to do a lot of things. So I would say that is a win is our history. I mean, looking down Main Street, looking down Oklahoma and Harrison. I mean, other communities would die to have that picture. So I think that is a win, and I think our future, as I see it, is a win. Again, I'm an optimistic person. I see the opportunities that we have are just immeasurable. They just abound. All of that is a win for us.
So what's one thing that you would want the people of Guthrie America to know about you?
I am a high energy, positive individual that is here working tirelessly for Guthrie. I have immersed myself in this community for 18 years. I will continue to do that. I will work every day for what is the best thing for Guthrie America.
I would agree with that statement. That's great. Thank you. Well, thank you for being here.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity, Tracy.
No, this is awesome.
Yeah.
This is awesome. And we're back with Mike Monahan, who is also a candidate for this year's mayoral election. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Thanks. So what would you say is your vision for our community?
I'd like to see downtown full again and alive and well. I am on the Convention and Visitors Bureau board, and I'd just like to see us get some of these buildings filled back up.
So what opportunities do you see our community having in the next decade?
Of course, the sales tax dictates a lot of what the community can do. I'd like to see, and the bridge is now being underway as we talk.
That's good.
Finally.
Just got started.
Finally. I just would like to see more work on our roads and our infrastructure. Now that the lawsuit has been settled with Rural Water One, I'd really like to see us work really hard with them to maybe develop sewer treatment out on the south side of the city and water service for everybody so that everyone is happy.
So what would your plan be to capitalize on those opportunities?
You know, as mayor, I just sort of the face of the community.
Yes,
So I've not met the new city manager yet. I would I would really have to refer that to him because he's the one that makes the decisions. We just get to do all the voting.
So what constraints or hurdles do you see that could thwart any of those opportunities?
The biggest constraint right now is sales tax is a little light in the city. And that sort of is the driver of everything.
Yeah. Funding is always
For the funding for the city with the way they set it up. So that gets back to my point of if we get people in town shopping, doing things. Red Brick Nights I know was very successful last year at driving people into town. I just would like to, get out there and see what we can do with the merchants to drive that business more for them.
What other challenges do you see that we're facing?
We've got the new capital improvement sales tax that is now being collected. And City Council came up with a wish list, but that's a 15-year sunshine thing. I think we have to just be very fiscally conservative and wise with our tax money and listen to what the people want. Things I'd love to see the swimming pool upgraded. Whether it be a splash pad added or whatever, I'd like to see that. I'd really like to see our ballparks upgraded. I know there's talk that they'd like to see a sports complex in town. I'd like to just see it upgraded to start with and see us build from there. I don't know that we have enough that we could support a sports complex year-round.
What qualities do you think make you a great leader?
Well, I've got 30 years in retail management. So with 3 pretty big box stores. And so I did a lot of budgeting, had to be in charge of a lot of meetings, dealt with customers.
Yes, sir. That says a lot right there.
So that, I think, can be transformed into, the mayor's primary job is leading the meetings, being the face of the community at events, and sort of guiding the council. And that would be where I think I can help.
Accomplishments require collaboration. How do you work well with others to find common ground?
A lot of it's going to be, I don't know if I want to say negotiation, but a lot of it's got to be you got to work with them. You got to do a lot of giving and taking with the council. Besides the mayor, there's 3 spots all being contested this year. It could be a very interesting council come May 1. John Wood's stepping down. There'll be at least 1 new seat there. Everyone's going to have their views as to what their priorities are on the council. I think without letting everyone go wild, we got to let the city manager tell us where he sees his priorities.
What 3 things would you list as our wins for our community?
I like the Victorian Walk personally. I mean, the Victorian Walk and the whole Christmas thing we do, barring ice storms. But I think those are huge wins that get a lot of people here. I think 89ers Week is another big win that we cannot let go of. I like the block parties. I don't care whether you call them Red Brick Nights or whatever. I've always liked the block parties since they started out, 4 years ago? I know we skipped a year, but they seem to bring a lot of people to town. Now, if we can get some restaurants to help stay open in downtown Guthrie, I think that'll help everybody.
What's one thing you would like the people of Guthrie, America to know about you?
I just want to represent what the city of Guthrie the best I can. I want to be able to represent the people and just spend their, I can't say spend their money because I don't have any say in spending the money, but just advise, sort of guide council through what's probably going to be some landmines over the next year or two as we get this CIP tax money in and decide how to best spend it.
Okay, that's great. Well, thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And as we always in Chamber Chat, we love to say that our community
Wins.
Thank you.